I'm always thinking about the competitiveness of our company and the competitiveness of our people. You really can't compete in the world today without excellent higher education.
The solar hubs.
And in the world that GE is in, it always takes the power of the team. Penn State is awesome at this. You get the combination of good people who are well-trained, who are also humble and like the collective, want to get stuff done. I like the people that come from here.
Penn State regularly gets covered in the New York Times and other places, justifiably so, because of its reputation for excellence, its research, its success in a lot of different areas. But the thing that always struck me about Penn State was, and I think it's in the fall, where I'm stopping at a red light and someone's coming up to ask me for change because it would help somebody else. That differentiates Penn State in a way that I would be really proud of if I were a Penn State alum.
Universities don't operate on the basis of quarterly reports. Universities are here for the long stay. Universities think in terms of knowledge generation, scholarship, research, and most importantly, the transforming effect of going to college on young people who have never before had the opportunity to guide their own lives.
At Penn State, we designed low-cost medical devices.
This was $125,
And then students actually took those devices in the summer to Kenya. I mean, that's why we choose engineering, is so that we can apply what we're doing to help people in the real world. My goal is to use engineering to help us study things like cancer and osteoporosis and other diseases better.
I did a study abroad after my junior year.
In terms of your methodology. Well, that may be correct, but the issue still stands.
And when I came home, I realized that I needed to be international. About halfway through graduate school, I got involved with a Swiss web startup.
You basically see an entire conversation.
It's called GovFaces. It's a global platform.
That respond.
All the democracies are really struggling with this communication crisis between representatives and citizens.
A unique, distinguished.
I still remember BA301H.
We developed our own recipe for each product.
That's the class where I brought in my family business problem, and I recruited my classmates to work on that problem. We are growing the business. We are producing a lot of sushi lunchboxes and distribute to middle schools, elementary schools, high schools to serve their lunch. I work at Ernst & Young. I was given the opportunity to make a difference very early in the game.
Provide 3 criteria. If you don't,
I think what drives me is that I can add value every day at Ernst & Young and through my family business.
My parents pay for my schooling, so I'm really lucky in that fact. But in addition to that, I've received a lot of scholarships. I've gotten to go an extra year here at Penn State to earn my dual degree in finance and engineering, so that's absolutely priceless for me.
Life for scholarship athletes is just awesome. I was recruited by Coquise, and so I ended up here instead of down in Georgia. I really liked Penn State, and everyone was just really nice.
The scholarship offer was incredible. Facilities, the financial resources, I thought it was all just too good to say no to.
Because I have scholarships and grants,
I don't have to work, and I can spend that time studying. I am focusing on getting an undergraduate degree, so once I finish that, I'll be able to go on to bigger things like PhD or MD PhD.
I was fortunate enough to complete a summer internship with the U.S. Embassy to Berlin, Germany. And this was a flat-out amazing experience.
My name's Jonathan Hilton. I'm a second-year med student. Contralateral side. I was originally a graduate of Penn State Smeal College of Business. Found my way into the military. What do you think might be going on? And went back to school to pursue my dream as a physician. I would like to take lunch for the three of us. Come see our surprise. You can spend $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 a year on books, to be honest. It's pretty crazy, but if that's what's going to help me learn and be the best doctor I can be, scholarships definitely help in defraying some of that cost.
I'm one of 4 in my family. So my parents help out for 2 years, and then the next 2 years are kind of on us. Legal code, so like it was either child. I would not be able to be at Penn State if it weren't for the scholarships that I've received for my academic and leadership experiences.
I'm majoring in outdoor recreation.
You guys have any more questions?
I'm in the Schreier Honors College.
Do you see its feet?
And it's brought my recreation major from just helping other people have fun to this is my life's dream.
Their beaks are
to be with other people outside, interacting, appreciating this beautiful world around us.
I am double majoring in history and international politics and minoring in Italian. I will be applying to law school shortly and see how that goes.
I really think energy is the most pressing topic the world is going to face in the coming years. There's a huge demand for efficient energy, and it needs to be supplied to everyone so that they can also improve the way they live.
I am studying history, German, with minors in economics and international studies. One of the reasons that my generation has this go-get-'em attitude about solving the world's problems is because a lot of people are very, very interested in a career that will have some effect on the world around you.
Kids are different today. One of the key changes that universities have to embrace is that learning happens in all different contexts, and it doesn't just happen in the classroom, and we need to embrace that.
What makes the Nittany Lion Fund unique is, first of all, it's investor money. Why are we holding? We have $6 million under management, and it's all about the accountability and responsibility of investing investor money.
As we're doing this innovative research, we're also training students to do their own independent research and to ask questions scientifically and solve problems and understand new things.
Donors are the ones that let us realize visions like this and let us innovate in interesting ways. I think it's incumbent upon us as faculty at a research university to continuously reinvent ourselves.
We're trying to change the students from being knowledge consumers to knowledge generators.
Climate change is probably the biggest problem that we have moving forward over the next couple decades. And one of the problems is that its effects are going to be so far-reaching.
Could you make a microfluidic device, a diagnostic device out of a piece of paper? My bigger goal is to change point-of-care diagnostics across the board, all the way from remote villages to emergency rooms to home health care and so forth.
A lot of our work is focusing on pollinator health and specifically honeybee health. And so without pollinators, there is no sustainability.
We are facing tremendous challenges in the next couple decades. but I am optimistic. Every day I see evidence of that sort of positive potential that young people have.
With money from the career development professorship, I can go basically at any point during our research and say, you know what, we made a neat discovery, let's go do it now.
This early career professorship is an amazing opportunity.
So on this continental margin,
And these funds will go to support new opportunities for students and help me develop a much more robust research program down the road.
Individual or corporate donors are really important for the research that we're doing because they really want to fund research that solves these problems.
The reality is these students are going to go out and work at companies and make true products that change people's lives.
When funds are being supplied to support research, it is supporting the research of those students.
What we really strive to do here at Penn State is to train those students to be leaders in the future.
Penn State has so many opportunities for leadership roles for you to develop as a person in addition to your educational background. I think sometimes the outside of class experiences are just as important as the academics themselves.
We're making the transition over to the new executive.
you guys gotta understand the difference.
Time management is probably the thing I'm learning most. Like anything that you think represents yourself, but I'm enjoying it. LifeLink has definitely become a passion of mine. I love seeing the kids grow and develop more socially. I think my passion is to be involved with anybody really, to help somebody grow.
Corn's used for so many different things, feeding animals, feeding people, for biofuels, and there's certain types of funguses that can grow in corn. So I'm looking at the effects of the fungus on corn growth and then on corn protein.
Because I don't think we have it. I'm really involved in State of State. It's a new conference designed to promote dialogue in the Penn State community. It's a really cool initiative, brand new. It's really fun to be a part of that kind of startup atmosphere and something that can have a positive legacy.
Thanks.
I was nominated to the homecoming court, which culminated in being on the field for the homecoming football game, which was awesome this year.
Left side, no, to the near side, touchdown, Penn State, the Nittany Lions win it!
We not only won the game, but I was voted homecoming king. It was awesome all around. It was an awesome week.
I play football on occasion. I'm only young once, and anyone who really loves what they do wants to do it at the highest level. So I hopefully will be playing in the NFL.
I got involved with Thon my freshman year. You're just inspired to put others ahead of you sometimes and really learn about volunteering and what it means to give back to a community and have a sense of community.
The best game is probably the Pink Zone game to raise money for breast cancer. To have an arena just completely full of pink and just people cheering for you, it's an amazing game.
Life goal, job goal, career goal, every kind of goal. This is my life dream.
I love football, but when my career does end, hopefully 10 years down the road, I fully intend to get my PhD. And I'll come back to the classroom to teach something that I'm very passionate about and try to inspire others. Where F gives you the height.
Okay, group, we're now coming up on Old Main, which is one of Despite the fact that I didn't have a history here, Penn State pretty much adopted me as one of her own. Students actually helped to construct the building. You can't beat the community here. Did it with limestone. And with such a strong community comes such a respect for the generations before us, and it helped to make it the school that it is. Some of the first degrees in agriculture offered by Penn State. My grandfather went to Penn State, his brother went to Penn State, my aunt went to Penn State, my uncle went to Penn State, my dad went to Penn State, my mom went to Penn State, and my sister went to Penn State, so
I go to Penn State.
I owe a lot to this university for giving me an opportunity to come here on scholarship, to have a chance to do what I've done in these past 5 years.
Penn State has supported me every single step along the way. And it allows you to really broaden your experience without sacrificing a specialty. We have a university here that's good at everything, and that's awesome.
I'm not the same person I was when I came to Penn State. I am just so thankful for all of the scholarship opportunities that made Penn State possible for me.
The fact that I got these scholarships is definitely a huge incentive, and it's allowed me to try so many different things and just try and be the best student that I can be here.
Fever. A lot of people are sacrificing a lot. You know, my family, my parents, you know, the donors, they're basically helping me get through this, assuming that I'm going to be successful.
Knowing that people that I don't even know want to support my education, that's definitely motivating. They just want to see people like me succeed, which is really nice.
By investing in Penn State, you're investing in the future. You're investing in Penn State students who are going to go out and change the world for a better place.
Whether it was the newspaper or becoming a senator on student government, you could do whatever you wanted to do and take leadership. There's no doubt that where I am now has been completely launched by my degree at Penn State and by my time there.
I think that would be really cool if we can have a scholarship at Penn State named after our family business. I look at it this way. So Penn State gave me the opportunity to get our American dream accomplished.
I come from a low-income family, and none of my family has ever attended college before. So I had a lot of help because I was given scholarships and people told me that this is something I can do. And so I think philanthropy plays a huge role in making students aware that there isn't a limit to what you can do with your education.